Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. I appreciate you stopping by our little spot to hang out with us today. If you like the music on this channel, go to our YouTube music channel at DrizzlerWorks Music, or just click on the link in this video. There we have calming and study music to chill out to or for your next grind. Your support helps us reach good people like yourself. So with that said, picture this. You're in a heated argument. Your heart is racing, your palms are sweaty. The other person is raising their voice, throwing accusations, maybe even personal attacks. Every instinct in your body is screaming at you to fight back, to defend yourself, to match their energy. But what if I told you that the most powerful thing you could do in that moment is absolutely nothing? 500 years ago, a man named Niccolò Machiavelli understood something about human nature that most people still don't grasp today. He knew that in any confrontation, the person who remains calm holds all the power. Not the person who shouts the loudest, not the person who throws the best insults, the person who stays unshaken. Machiavelli wrote that a wise leader must be like both the lion and the fox. The lion represents strength and courage, but the fox represents cunning and intelligence. When someone is trying to provoke you, trying to get under your skin, they're essentially hunting you. And the best way to deal with a hunter is not to become prey, but to become the fox. So how do you stay unshaken when everything inside you wants to react? First, understand what's really happening. When someone confronts you aggressively, they're not really attacking you. They're revealing their own weakness. Think about it. Confident, secure people don't need to raise their voice or throw insults. They don't need to dominate others to feel powerful. When someone is being aggressive toward you, they're essentially telling you that they feel threatened, insecure, or out of control. Machiavelli understood that emotions are weapons, and the person who controls their emotions controls the battlefield. When you remain calm while others lose their composure, you're not just protecting yourself, you're gaining a strategic advantage. You can think clearly while they cannot. You can observe their weaknesses while they're too emotional to see yours. Here's the first practical technique. Breathe deliberately. Not just any breathing, but what I call tactical breathing. When you feel that surge of anger or defensiveness rising, take a slow, deep breath through your nose for 4 counts. Hold it for 4 counts. Then exhale through your mouth for 6 counts. This isn't just relaxation. This is warfare against your own impulses. The second technique is what Machiavelli would call strategic silence. When someone is attacking you verbally, your natural instinct is to defend yourself immediately. But here's what most people don't realize. Silence is not weakness. Silence is power. When you don't immediately react, you force the other person to fill that silence. And when people are emotional, they almost always say too much. They reveal their true motivations, they expose their insecurities, they give you information you can use. But here's where it gets really interesting. Machiavelli taught that you should never let your enemies know what you're thinking. When someone is confronting you, they want to see you react. They want to know they've gotten to you. When you remain calm and composed, you become unpredictable. And unpredictability is one of the most powerful tools you can have in any confrontation. The third technique is reframing. Instead of seeing the confrontation as an attack on you personally, see it as information gathering. What is this person really trying to tell you? What are they afraid of? What do they need? When you shift from defensive mode to analytical mode, you transform from victim to strategist. Machiavelli also understood the power of controlled responses. When you do speak, speak slowly and quietly. This forces the other person to calm down if they want to hear you. It also makes everything you say carry more weight. Think about the most intimidating people you know. They probably don't shout, they speak quietly, and everyone listens. Here's something most people get wrong about staying calm in confrontations. They think it means being passive or weak. But Machiavelli would tell you that's completely backwards. Staying calm doesn't mean you don't defend yourself. It means you defend yourself intelligently. You choose your battles. You respond rather than react. When someone insults you, instead of insulting them back, you might say something like, "I can see you're upset about something. What's really bothering you?" This does 2 things. First, it shows that their attack didn't affect you. Second, it puts you in control of the conversation. You're now the one asking questions and directing the flow. The fourth technique is what I call emotional jujitsu. In martial arts, jujitsu teaches you to use your opponent's force against them. You can do the same thing emotionally. When someone is being aggressive, you can redirect that energy. Acknowledge their emotion without accepting their attack. I can see this is really important to you, or you seem really passionate about this. You're not agreeing with their attack, but you're acknowledging their humanity. Machiavelli knew that the appearance of weakness could actually be a form of strength. Sometimes the most powerful thing you can do is appear to give ground while actually maintaining your position. This confuses your opponent and often de-escalates the situation. But here's the most important lesson from Machiavelli. Never take confrontations personally, even when they are personal. The moment you make it about your ego, you've already lost. Every confrontation is really about power, control, fear, or insecurity. When you can see past the surface-level attack to the underlying emotion, you can respond to what's really happening instead of just reacting to what's being said. The final technique is preparation. Machiavelli believed in being prepared for every scenario. Before you enter any situation where confrontation is possible, mentally rehearse staying calm. Visualize yourself breathing slowly, speaking quietly, and remaining composed. This mental preparation makes it much easier to stay unshaken when the real thing happens. Remember, staying unshaken doesn't mean you don't feel emotions. It means you don't let emotions control your actions. You feel the anger, the hurt, the frustration, but you choose how to respond. That choice is your power. Machiavelli's ultimate lesson is this. In any confrontation, there are only two types of people. Those who are controlled by their emotions and those who control their emotions. The person who stays unshaken doesn't just win the argument. They win the respect of everyone watching, including eventually the person who was attacking them. The next time someone tries to shake you, remember Machiavelli's wisdom. Be the fox, stay calm, stay strategic, and watch how quickly the power dynamic shifts in your favor. Thanks for watching. If you found this video helpful, please give it a like and subscribe. I have more videos, so feel free to watch them as well. I appreciate each and every one of you. God bless you. See you in the next video.